Okay, you lot, welcome to Fred's Big Build, and this video is just basically, I'm going to run you through the items that you need to complete the build and where you get them from. First we'll start with the Precision Knife Kit 16 piece. You can pick these up basically anywhere for a tenner. Don't get the cheap ones, they're snap dead easy. But really, this is not going to be taking part in the build. I'm just having to show you this because you can get this. All you need for this build is a good old Stanley blade, Stanley knife, and this one was from Asda, £1.60. I tell you, cheap as chips this build, man, cheap as chips. Ready, and here we go. Bean ends, about 50p a roll. Okay, now we'll move on to the sanding block with sandpaper. Now this is where it gets funny. Tesco's Asda, £2.50 with 6 sheets of sandpaper. Go to Tesco's, it's £3.50 without the sandpaper. But we'll move on to the all-purpose filler. It's just polyfiller basically. Okay, that is £2 in Asda or £3 in Tesco's. Here we have the correction pens, you know, the Tipp-Ex pens. This will come apparent later on in the build. Okay, obviously tape measure because you need to measure your shit. Okay, scissors for when you want to tidy up. And here we have the glue gun. This one was £10 from Hobbycraft, comes with 2 free sticks. Next to that, we have 6-pack of glue sticks basically. And they were £2 each from Hobbycraft. Okay, what you need as well, you ready, is an old piece of wood. I had this just lying around, but you can get them mainly from B&Q or Wicks for about £2, £3, not much. Now, moving on to the mat I'll be using. Here we are. This is the foam mat I'm using. As you can see, it's a 6-pack. This is actually great because it's from Halfords, okay? And it's only £16 a pack. You get 6 in them, which is like a 6-metre square. It's great. So it should do the full build. And that. Okay, so the only problem is it's 12mm thick. It has to be 12mm thick because obviously with it being a hammer, it needs to be durable and hardcore. Okay, you can buy it in 5mm or 7mm or 10mm. And the preference is yours. 5 to 7mm is normally used for armour. Okay, so that's what you need for this build. And yes, before you ask, yeah, that is a multi-gym in my sitting room. Okay, stay tuned for further videos and then we'll see how we crack on. TTFN. Okay, welcome to video number 2. Now, can you see why I'm using white Tipp-Ex pens? Because obviously it's a black board. I'm now going to show you how to do the centre column. Obviously there's only 3 there and it's got 4 sides, but I'm was a little bit short. So if you bear with us, I'm not put you through the cutting bit. Already. By magic, by magic, by magic. There we go, that's them all cut out. And notice I've put 6-inch markers in that for strength. You might be wondering what these are. I went ahead and done it without you. Hang on 2 seconds. Just pop that out. There's 1. There's 2. There you go, you'll be wondering what's going in there. Hang on, I'll tell you. Woohoo! Here we go. Right, obviously, that'll go, see, in there. Push through, connect to them 2. You know what I mean? Then make a square. See, then that one comes back up that way. And it goes through and connects the 2 together. Right. I will now put this together and you can see what it's like when I've done it. Now the exciting bit. Get your glue gun nice and hot. And you want to run a bead all the way along there. Obviously I can't do it when I've got the phone in my hand. So I'll pause it and then after I've done it I'll show you. Okay? Okay, so that's a bead of glue. Like all the way along. So it's sealed. Now, can you remember the markings? There we go. You've got to put your supports in. So I'll do that now. Okay, see that's the supports in. Okay, and I'm not going to bore you, but obviously you know the rest. That'll, you know, there. okay? And then there, to make a cylinder. I'll show you at the end. Right, now you're at this stage, you want to push this through that hole. There you go, so you want it like that, look. Obviously, because that goes through the top of there, right? But you need spacers. So you do a couple of offshoots, glue it up to there, see how much you want sticking out the top, stick it out to the wood, and Bob's your uncle! Yay! There you go, so they're stuck there. So when you pull it up, look, it jams into there. Okay, it just means that handle can't go anywhere once the top is secure. Right, that's it all done, look. That's the one cylinder. Okay, obviously I haven't capped the ends off because it's not finished. There's a little bit more to do before the end of this video, so stay tuned. Right, there's phase 1 done. It's all been filled. And that'll just be sanded tomorrow. Like I say, a little excess on top, I can cut that down, that's not worry. Don't worry about the roughness, because the devil is in the detail. There you are. So for me, from phase 1, TTFN. Okay, you lot, welcome to part 4. Can you remember when we put the struts in every 6 inches? Remember, on the inside to strengthen this? Now, mark off, you can have 6, 12s, 6, 12, I mean, but mark these off, because this is where the struts are on the inside. Now we're going to reinforce them for the hammer bits, you know, the bits that go on the end. And what we're going to do basically is I'm going to hot glue these onto there. You get the idea? Right, I'll show you when that's done. Okay, so that's the brackets done. Can you see them there? You know what I mean? They go all the way around. Oh, drop my glue gun. Woohoo! Right, now we need to concentrate on the actual hammers. The size of these is completely up to you. The shape to use this is completely up to you. But I'm just going to stick to squares because it's going to be easier to show you. Okay, so I need to draw them out. Right, here we have one of them. It's taking up a full square, I know, because it's going to be a big frigging hammer. Okay, and I'll just cut that out and then transfer it to that one. And then I'll have my 2 ends. So give us 2 minutes. Right, here's a good bit. Now remember this bit? Got to measure it. Now these are 6 inches, remember? But you've got to add on this bit. So it makes it 6 1/4. Okay? So get your other piece and you measure 5 inches, 3/4, central point, join them, cut that section out, and it should fit on that. Remember, it's better to cut away too little than too much, because it's harder to put back in. So here we go. And there it goes. Fits perfectly round. Ignore that, that's a bit of extra glue. Woohoo! And so, there we go. Right, so obviously, the next piece, dead easy, onto there. So it mimics the hammer. But we have to put some structural points in here. And unfortunately, that's all the time I've got for this video at the minute. So you'll have to join us again for part 5. TTFN. Okay, welcome back to part 5. And what we're going to do here, we're going to put some struts in just to strengthen it. Basically, to some offcuts. You can go all the way along to strengthen it, but it doesn't really need to, because the centre of gravity is there. See what I mean? The centre of gravity there. So I'm going to now glue these struts in. Okay, and I'll let you know how it looks. Okay, as you can see, that's the struts in place. They're just the, bits and pieces to give it some stability. Because, obviously, because that goes on top of there. And you do the sides. Woohoo! Here we go. Alright, you lot, this is where the magic starts happening. Right, as you can see, the top's on. Okay, struts on. That. I've already put one side on to show you. Basically, cut your foam to match. Okay, I can't pan out, obviously. And then do the four sides, but remember to glue that strut, because that's the strength. Okay, I'll not bore you with the tedious. I'll show you when it's done. Okay, bye. Right, there we go. That is one front end done. As you can see, it's all boxed in. Some of you are probably wondering what this white is. I'll let you know this is polyfiller. All-purpose polyfiller. Basically, well, I'll show you. It's for the joins. Okay, 2 seconds, hang on. There you go, the polyfiller's for, you know, seams, cracks, you know, stuff where the glue didn't quite set. Okay, then you sand it down. Right, basically, do the same on the other side, but on a smaller scale, because you don't want to look, So, I'll crack on with that, and hopefully, the next time you see this, it should be ready for paint. TTFN. Well guys, video number 6, time for some primer. I'll be using Turn and Grey, $3.99 from B&M's. But as you can see, let's step back. I've already made a start. And as you can see, it's a basic hammer. But we'll see what it's like when it's primed. Okay. There we go. That is... I've done 2 coats, by the way. Want to step back? There you are. Can't really see for the bin, can you? But I've left the corrugated bit because it'll be the effect for the final colour. Oh, wait and see. But hey, I'm knackered. Whatever, run round. But that's a basic hammer. Obviously, a lot of detailing can be left up to you, and I'll have to leave it there to dry. So hope it doesn't rain. TTFN. Okay, video number 7. I'm using bronze. This $6.99 from B&M's. As you can tell, I've already made a start. Look at that, man. Obviously, I can't do the back bit yet because it's pressed on the wall. There you go. Honestly, it is just mad with reflection. Right. So the next time you see this, it'll be detailed. Okay. Bye. Right, there we go. There's the bronzing done. There we go. Look. Looks amazing in the sunlight. Right, all you need to do now is detail it, and basically you can detail it however you like. But I'm going to be using the acrylic. These are £2 from Hobbycraft. Obviously, there's my paintbrushes, and these are amazing. This is an acrylic pen, £1 from the pound shop. So, my friends, the next time you see this, or that even, it'll be finished. Yeah! Well everybody, it's big reveal day today. You ready for this? Just to build up the dramaticness. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, that's all my neon paint, you know. That's all my face paints. Here's some of the weapons that I've made before. Some you may recognise, some you might not. There's my red skull, by the way. And there's your skeleton. But without further ado, I can't fit it all in. There it is. Move the door. There you are. That's me hammer. Loud, proud. And as you can see, it's all decorated. All the same. All the way around. And it's pretty late. It's pretty late. It is pretty late. There you go. I'll be doing another project soon, so if you want to keep watching, I will be doing another one. Okay, this, by the way, will be given to Black Mass, my friend Black Mass, and it will be making its debut at MegaCon in Birmingham, March the 27th, 28th, or the 26th, 27th. It's one of them. It's the last weekend of March. So, until next time, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.